We're going. We're starting. What's up, guys? We're starting early. Here's the complex. I'm already eating my pizza. There's Blair Max in the background. There's one of you almost might call him a co-creator. This is Michael Shademan. He actually gave me the idea to live stream my dumb pizza porn parties. So thank you for that, Michael. You can all thank Michael for this.
Best question mark idea I think I ever had.
Question mark?
Question mark.
Idea? So
I just don't know if I can put it on my resume, but maybe. Depending on the job.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I want this to be on my IMDb. What's up?
Right.
Setting my headless tag on the top of your head is so funny. You're supposed to keep the tag on the hat.
Makes it cooler.
Yeah. So yes. We'll probably start watching the porn in about 15 minutes. We've got Tommy Pistol here. We have Jessica Marison. We have a pretty full house. Everyone's getting pizza and getting drunk.
Oh, are we saying hi?
Yeah, get here. There's Meredith Blacko, everyone. We've got the four. Four.
Yeah.
Fancy four. What should we call ourselves? OGs. Original gangsters. Well, I decided to start streaming.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Because why the fuck not?
Everyone wants to start now.
I know. Yeah. Well, we should give some stuff away. We should let people get pizza and get drinks. And we'll give some things away and then we'll start.
We have lots of shit to give away.
I know.
But you feel bad that you're not here because we have condoms, we have vibrators, t-shirts, lube, lots of lube.
I actually want to
snag some of that. Have sex without like at least 30. Yeah, there's a lot of lube here. Yeah, this is gonna be really fun. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I can't. Dad comes on and he's like, oh my god, Jesse, what's going on? I knew something was wrong because we've known each other since we were children.
Hey, there you are. She's lovely.
Something with like until they tag me in books. Oh yeah. It's like a red Baltic. I can't. I'm so excited. So guys, we're gonna watch the Sex Files. I don't know if you guys are fans of the X Files like I am, and everybody else here is. What is that?
It's my phone because Meredith isn't in the shot. No, I'm just putting because I'm not in the shot.
I know, but I'm plugging it anyway.
Thank you.
Wearing my sweatshirt.
I couldn't see his face, but I could see. Chloe, I need to steal you away from me.
I will. Just one moment. This is Thomas Menino, one of my favorite people in the world. We've been friends since I was 15 years old on the internet.
Not that kind of friend.
I love Tom is my DM.
Not Chris Hansen friend.
We cybered every day. We didn't cyber. This is actually an entire tracksuit. There are pants in that. It's shiny. You wore it to my birthday party. We already have 56 viewers. Nice. And it's not even 8:30. What are you guys doing here? Why are you here so early? Don't you know? You're showing the party 30 minutes late. I know. Alright, what am I needed for?
Oh, I just wanted to see some folks.
Oh, hi. Yeah. I'm going to say hi to some people. We'll be back in a bit.
So this is Gail.
Oh, God, I'm here by myself. I don't know. I'm here. Do we have the tiny chat? Okay, let's just. We're going to check the tiny chat. Okay, we're checking the tiny chat, see if anyone's in here. It may take up to 10 seconds. Up to and including 10 seconds. Connecting with a creepy little eyeball. Oh, look at this! Okay, we have 27 people. Yes. Sure, we're okay, I'm gonna click out of that. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. Hey guys. Hi. I'm so hyped about this new year. So we're checking the tiny chat. If go on here, it's empty. Wait, hang on. You can put it on. You have
type the thing.
How do I type?
You just type it right there.
Type what?
Right there. You just type in here. Yeah. tinychat.com/scatter. Now put it up. Why is it not?
Oh my God.
Click on it. There we go. Click on it.
First, like, I'm failing. Oh,
there we go.
Okay, so go hang out with people in the tiny chat. It is 8:20, so we have like 10 minutes left to go. Everyone here is eating pizza, and we need to get more drinks.
We need to get more drinks.
More drinks. All right, we'll make sure to do that before the show starts. Hey, everyone in the tiny chat, what are y'all saying?
Digging the voodoo, thank you.
I know we have Claire and not Claire the fan.
Not Claire the fan.
But she's got a tiny little like hair bow.
Bow. It's a hair bow made of hair.
It's a hair
bow.
It's adorable. I love your bangs.
Thank you. I cut them myself last night.
Really?
I decided that I wanted bangs.
Well done. Well
Thank
done.
you.
So yeah. Oh my God, are you guys?
The Jesta. Are you here? Are you here right now?
The Jesta just put, I should creep by the stage to hear what they're saying. And I think it's awesome that people are in the tiny chat and here in real life.
Yeah.
So
if you're here like in real life, raise your hand or something.
I know, we'll find out in like,
I guess so.
10 seconds because of the delay.
Hey, anyone who's in the audience, raise your hand if you're in the tiny chat right now.
I knew it!
Where is the Jesta?
The Jesta! All right.
This is so meta.
If you guys want to join other people who are here virtually, you can go to tinychat.com/skydart. There's lots of fun people on there.
You can chat with people while you're here. You can brag about being here. You can make them feel bad for not being here.
So meta!
It's so meta. You guys, it's the future right now. It's 2015. It is the future. Like when they go back to it, it's now.
Where's my rainbow hat?
Where is my rainbow hat? Hoverboards are real, you guys.
We're about to watch the porn in about 7 minutes.
All right.
7 minutes.
We're at 7 minutes.
So get your drinks now.
7 minutes till porn, guys.
Get your pizza.
Get your drinks. Get your pizza.
We're gonna get some chill.
Hang out with people.
I don't know what. Should we start giving some stuff away?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do a giveaway.
All right, well, we're not just gonna do this arbitrarily. You gotta work for it. You gotta work for your sweat.
You gotta work it.
So what we're gonna do is you know what? Let's start it off with a bang.
All right.
Is it?
It is. Yes. Hang on.
Let's make sure that we're all good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with the paddle. This is pretty cool. Fancy paddle. Looks pretty sturdy. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have the first. Somebody, if you want this, you have to come up and tell a horrifying sex story.
It has
Like
to be
so
true.
Oh, Kathy, volunteer. Come on up. All right, Kathy, let's hear your story.
So this is this guy. Hey, promise.
There's a guy.
As they're looking sometimes. And so I thought, okay, on one hand, I was like, yeah, you're hot. Back in the early 2000s, you had the bleached, like, Sugar Ray hair.
Oh, no. Was there a halo hanging from your corner of your
Well, his. But, you know, my halo and his dead. So
yeah,
right. You know. And he was pretty cute and everything. And he sang very well in the karaoke and things. Well, we started making out one day, very drunkenly. And it started out okay, and then he got more, like the beers and stuff hit him harder. And it was like more slobbery and everything. And then somehow my nose became involved. And so I started making out with my nose. And then, but I was on this like thing where I was really pissed off at his best friend. So I was also 10 years younger, so I decided I'm gonna keep it going just to make his friend mad.
Oh no.
It came back and bit me clearly, also literally, on the nose. And later on, we end up back at his place, and he does not stop with the facial bitings.
She just wiped your face
Like on my nose.
like an idiot vampire. Like a really huge.
I can't find it, guys. Yeah, his tongue went up my nostrils.
How do you get that?
I don't know.
What part is he watching?
Penetrated her nose.
Guys, he's an alien. He's a sex alien.
It's before Twilight Zone.
Sex spoilers. Alright, you know what? You deserve the paddle. You gotta tongue up your nose. There. Winner, chicken dinner. Thanks, Kathy.
Kathy Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen.
Sharing the secret. Okay. Jessica is gonna hand me your crust.
I don't need crust.
You're just fine. You're dead to me.
You already know you're gonna make me eat like one of the like hard slices. And you'll have
Oh yeah,
crust
see
later on.
that's for you. I'm saving that one for you.
Every fucking week. Jess doesn't eat the crust. Chloe's like, oh, I've got 2 slices. Just finish this, but give me your crust.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like a sweet parasitic relationship.
You guys are very spoiled.
We work with him. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
I have a friend who just refers to, he's like the bodybuilder type dude. He just refers to bread as calorie plates. I don't need the calorie plates.
Bread is the best.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Bread is wonderful.
Guys, should we do a countdown, like a New Year's countdown?
Oh shit.
Oh,
4 minutes.
Oh, we got 4 minutes. So if we start counting it, was it 200?
240 seconds.
Let's play another game. We have t-shirts.
Alright. How about, alright, we gotta come up with something else. Something hair.
What size is this t-shirt?
Trivia. Alright.
Wait, I have one really quick.
Okay.
It's not trivia. It's a useful thing.
Oh, we have small, medium, large, and extra large.
Okay. All right. Who wants a t-shirt?
Just large.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Guys,
Free
don't be
t-shirt,
shy.
guys.
You need more drinks.
Okay, if no one wants a t-shirt, we're not going to give you a t-shirt, so fuck off.
We're just gonna have all the
We'll keep for fucking t-shirts.
I'm in love with like the typography on the Sussex shirt. I want one in a small for myself.
I have taken all the sweatshirts and stuff.
To get a t-shirt, even though you're not raising your hand, I know you want one. You have to tell us a would you rather that we will answer later.
We're gonna be doing some
tonight.
would you rather. Yeah, if you guys can come up with a really good would you rather question, like
Okay.
one or the
So
other.
whoever has the best would you rather get a t-shirt.
Yeah. Anybody have any would you rathers?
And then we'll answer it later on tonight.
Oh, Tom, I'm gonna make you do this. Come here, Tom. Come here. Get on the stage. This is what happens. All right, give me a would you rather that we're gonna be using later tonight.
Yeah. Would you rather get your nose sucked or suck someone's nose?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, give him a shirt. What kind of shirt?
What size?
Medium.
Do you have one?
Yeah, where?
All right.
Oh, it's the good one. It's my favorite one.
It's a good one.
All right.
Well, not good one, my goodness favorite.
All right. Well, Tom, why did
You wore the entire shiny tracksuit.
Yeah, I feel like you have
wore-
committed tonight.
I wore the pants yesterday.
You wore the
Oh, we want to get
Oh,
it
did you
together.
the booty?
I did.
Okay.
You wore the whole suit to my birthday party. It was wonderful.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah, they were.
I have a would you rather.
Do you?
Let's hear it.
This is for the men. Would you rather have an erection wearing sweatpants standing in line at the bank or at the supermarket? Yes.
Oh. You, Alex.
Oh, Jesus
I
Lord.
heard bank. I heard
I
supermarket.
feel like at least at the bank you don't have anything to hold to like hide.
True. The
Except for
supermarket,
your
you can hump
giant
your
checkbook.
card,
Yeah.
and the bank.
Supermarket. There are more kids in the supermarket.
There's more. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a
True.
better chance of being arrested as a sex offender at the supermarket.
Dude, can you imagine the level of difficulty? As a lady, oh, we're almost there. As a lady, can you imagine what we like to get? I can't even.
I want to know.
I'm like a visual cue to let everybody know that I want to have
I
sex.
want to
right
know what an erection feels like. I really want to know.
now. I think we all do. I think we all
I'm
want
not okay from the other side. From the other side.
Say.
I
You want to know what an erection feels like? Are you asking
want to
us?
know what love is.
It's an erection.
I want you to show me. Sorry.
I found one from my side. I want to know what it feels like to have one.
What it is to have an erection, like a really hard erection, it's.
That is.
It's sort of like
It's weight on your crotch.
Uh-huh.
So it's like hanging a few like something heavy off your crotch area and that sticking out.
Okay. All right.
It's like dragging. So it's
Fighting gravity, like.
fighting gravity. If you have pants on, it can be difficult. It's not always easy when you're urinating with an erection.
Oh yeah, I agree. You can't do that at the same time. That's a bummer.
Morning is-
That is a bummer.
No,
Well,
make it work.
it's 8:30, guys. Welcome to Pizza and Porn.
Erections hurt.
So
Good way. That's a good thing.
I mean, like, I can't even. I always was curious. It's like the Freaky Friday thing. Like, what would happen? What would I do if I woke up as a dude? I feel like the same. That everybody would have the same.
I masturbate like 5 times.
You would
and then I
forget.
go on
Like,
with my
oh
day.
god! Oh god!
Yeah.
Oh my God, hello, friend.
I masturbate, I keep standing up, and then I would sag my pants as far as I could until it was like,
You would sag your pants.
just a little.
Claire, sit your butt down.
I'm sorry, I was handling an issue in the chat room.
Oh, was there another penis?
Just a reminder, people in the chat room, if you turn on your camera, you will get banned.
Thank you, Claire, for being our generous moderator
You're
tonight.
welcome. Someone's gotta do it.
So this is our first Pizza and Porn. I thank you guys so much, all of you, for coming out and doing this. This is the most ridiculous idea.
So weird.
What happened was, I don't know if you guys have seen this, because a lot of the people here are actually friends of ours. But no, I don't know. A couple years ago, I went through a breakup, and I found that the best thing for me was pizza and porn and my girlfriends. And so a couple years later, I reprised that, and our friend Michael Shaneman, who is standing over there looking at social media, suggested that we live stream it. And I'm like, haha, that's an awesome idea. And I just thought, okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see if anybody pays attention, right? And a couple people did, and since then, it's been a weekly thing. And we haven't really missed it.
It's been like several months.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while there's a holiday.
Yeah, like Christmas and filming were the two.
Christmas filming, yeah. And that's right, yeah.
But
We did Thanksgiving, we did pie
We
and
had
porn.
pie and porn.
I don't remember what we watched. Some porn.
No, it was
probably.
the Fast and Furious.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So we've been going through porn, like, we've been burning through our porn
So if you
research.
guys are unfamiliar with this concept, like we don't really watch the porn for the porn.
Well,
It's sort of like
maybe
Mystery
you
Science
do.
Theater. Right. It's sort of like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
And
That's exactly what it is,
exactly.
yeah.
Can we introduce our
I'm
special
so-
Oh, yeah, of course.
people who
Oh
are
my
on
gosh,
the chat?
such a jerk. This is Tommy Pistol, everyone. If you watch Pizza and Porn, we've seen him naked a couple times. He was on, we saw you in Game of Bones not that long
Game
ago.
of Bones,
It was
yeah.
fantastic.
Pee-wee's Triple X Adventure.
I played Pee-wee Triple X.
Yeah.
Can you do a little Pee-wee for us right now?
Oh god, I'm gonna like fall over.
Alright. See, now I'm laughing.
Sorry, all you have to see is Dolly. I'm like, I know what that's about.
So this is like so weird, but this is the first time this dawned on me just now. This is the first time I've met someone having seen them naked before I met them.
Is that real? No.
Really? It's the first time, yeah. I saw him naked before I ever met him, and that's the first time that's ever happened to me.
Well, that's what happens.
I guess it's the first time it's happened to you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay, well, the first time I heard about you is
We're
when you talked about watching Pee-wee.
Your
Pee-wee's Big
friend
Adventure.
tweeted at me.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was
Ashley Graham.
Ashley Graham. That's right. She
Ashley
tweeted at me.
Graham.
She hooked us up.
Yeah,
Oh,
she like texted me. She's like, "Oh my god,
Yes.
they're talking about you," and I was like, "Who?" They're like, "Sorry," like why? They're like, they
We
want.
can't answer that question for you, honestly. We don't even, it's amazing that this thing has gone as far as it has, and it's amazing that you guys are all out here and we're doing this live pizza for it. We're very excited to have you, Tony.
Well, I'm excited that we kept in touch and everything, and I think what you're doing is great for the fact that nobody should be ashamed of watching porn.
No, exactly. Thank you.
When
Tell my mom that.
well, you know.
She was texting me tonight, like, what are you doing?
I don't know if any of my moms would approve of this.
My mom saw her first porn through Pizza and Porn.
Oh no.
What was
If
it?
you guys
She
are
left just with my, it might have been Game of Bones. I think it was Game of Bones actually. She
Oh my word, I had no idea. That dildo is so long.
Jessica's mom is this wonderfully sweet old son.
I believe that she actually said that.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my goodness. Well, my mom said have fun.
She's like, have fun tonight, enjoy it.
My mom kind of like, I support what you do. Why are you doing this?
My mom was just really confused because she checks my Twitter, but she's never watched the show. So she sees me talking about pizza and porn. She's like, "Are you doing the porn?"
Oh no. You know what happened? My mom didn't watch the show and then she tuned in for a second. I think I made a joke. I'm like, haha, she's gargling his cum. And then it was like over. Oh, so awkward.
Like, at this point, I'm 27. I've been married. I think my mom needs to like.
Well, honestly, if you guys see the show, it's not exactly, we're not sitting around watching porn. We are, but it's
but only the good part.
It's the good parts.
Yeah, the good parts version.
No worries. You're not gonna have to sit through a bunch of crazy, like, awkward sex scenes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to fast forward through it without seeing any
we have
titties or nipples or JJs
We have our
or
censor bars.
These are our larger censor bars. This is Claire's beautiful artwork. We have a taco, we have a rocket, and cupcakes.
Cupcakes, which are a classic on pizza.
The cupcakes are a classic.
So, I mean, should we just get down to business to defeat the hunt? We have a problem. Okay, so we have sex files for you guys tonight.
Sex files.
Sex files.
I'm so excited about this. I'm a huge X Files fan.
As you can see, the truth will be reborn. I believe is that how
the truth is coming.
Wait,
the truth is out there.
Oh yeah. Before we start the show, we're gonna you guys should grab some drinks. I'm gonna go turn this thing off.
If you need drinks, go get drinks now.
Because it's the best stuff.
It's better if you're drunk. Trust me.
How bad the shot was. Okay, guys. I hope you guys had a great. We're gonna watch some more. I've been excited about this for weeks. I find it's funny. I opened my computer and I was like watching porn. Basically, the trick is we can't show you guys any titties or vaginas. We're not supposed to. You're gonna you'll see them. Don't worry, it's gonna happen because we're drunk and
It's gonna be an accident.
it's gonna be a disaster. But basically, I had to write down all the time code so I can skip through the porn because I don't have chapters on this. Oh god, this is gonna be a disaster. But watching the porn, just totally not even thinking about it at this point. They're like surrounded by people like getting the place ready, and I'm just watching porn. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is not normal. Like people don't normally watch porn in front of like 10 people. So
Well, and here's the thing, guys. If you accidentally see a nip slip, we won't tell if you don't tell.
oh yeah,
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah. If you accidentally see a nip slip, it's compulsory that you go get a Tommy pistol.
yeah. The other thing.
Well, that's a good game.
That's actually a drinking game. Every time
You get a shot.
Yeah, get a shot. That's a drinking game for tonight. I like that.
Which definitely feel free to, get up and go to the bar anytime. If you see a slip, you take a sip. Well
I
done.
with the rhyme, the mad rhyme. You're welcome. The other thing that I think is quite funny is that when you connect your computer to a big screen, there's always a giant fear that people are going to see something on your computer that they're not supposed to see. And I have porn on my computer, and you guys.
But the whole point is
that's the point. My life is awesome. All right. So let's get started. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not too loud.
Guys, I'm really excited. Who's a huge X-Files fan like me? Yeah, so I'm really excited about this.
Has anybody here seen this?
I only saw snippets. I've only seen snippets while trying to do this. But let me tell you something awesome happens at the end. It's beautiful.
This is so funny, by the way, this disclaimer.
And it's a serious disclaimer. It's not like, haha, we're making a porn. It's like,
No, guys,
please don't sue us, please.
Yeah,
please,
Don't
God.
worry about it.
All right, I'm gonna hit the space bar. Yay! It's not working. No. Oh. There it is. Okay.
Did space forward?
Yes, it worked.
Hey, where do astronauts hang out in the front?
Oh, wow. That's it. Yeah.
At the space bar.
Yeah. There, I'll put it down.
This sex is gonna be so loud tonight.
Okay, I'm really nervous. I hope I did this right.
I'm not like these other guys today. It's just what it is.
Not Mulder.
That's not Mulder.
No.
That is not Mulder.
In another porno, that guy played President Obama. And sex next to me.
You're bringing another level to our commentary.
Played Obama.
This commentary should be called the Tom.
He speaks devoured, I think. That was intense cheeks. That was tasteful time. Oh wow. This is pretty good.
So who directed this was Sam Hain.
Sam Hain, yeah.
He's a very good friend and really good director.
Well, I'm very excited. He's a little bit.
Alright.
I don't think they shot it.
No, that's definitely not. That's not easy.
Oh, he's got just the receipts, you guys.
Yeah. And it all is so kind of
So concerned.
I need a lot more.
I'm not watching it.
Wait till you see the last one. Wait. Oh, you won't. No.
Guys, shut up. Guys, everyone,
Skinner wants to see his wife.
You say what about?
No, but he said it was urgent.
Oh. Oh, Mrs. Robinson.
Nothing.
I love his size. It's so Mulder. The truth is out there.
it's like somewhere.
Somewhere.
Okay.
His tie is, yeah, his shirt's buttoned up all the way.
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
Agent Scully and Mulder are here to see you.
Send him in on
Oh my god.
He's also a great cast.
Guys, I'm going to see that guy naked. I'm sorry to say.
I'm sorry, I like Silver Fox porn, okay?
Silver box. Silver box Mulder.
Los Angeles Field Guys.
I don't know.
You want to have sex?
Age is very bad.
I'm actually
The tie?
No,
I'm sorry. sir.
FSA.
Yeah,
What do you think FSA stands
The
for?
flying spaghetti.
Something wrong.
the fucking sexy Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What appears to be an average string of homicides.
Just your average homicide. On a scale of 1 to homicide.
I love the sound editing in porn. Everything is great, but the sound editing
If I had a
always
business card, I
needs
would.
help.
That'd be pretty fun.
Sound some room tone, guys.
For all of you.
Most people watch the sound off so their wife doesn't know.
You guys
Doing
are.
her thing on the line.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes we get told not to scream too loud because the neighbors are going to hear.
Are you so? Where do you typically film? Like, what areas are you?
Nothing really. I've been on Tiny Chat website.
And sometimes we shoot in the studio.
It was made.
Okay, do you guys still
And
shoot,
I know a way of finding rooms like this that are
That's
so
so
private. So
Really?
Yeah, I like coming in and things happening.
Driving down Mulholland Boulevard. Driving down Mulholland. I swear to God, they were shooting a porn on Mulholland.
How did you know it was porn?
Because they had trailers parked around it, but if you peeked between them, you saw naked people. So,
Trailers?
yeah.
I don't know if we have the
No,
budget.
no. They were like RVs. They were like RVs.
All right, then I'm
So things haven't like migrated north.
Off the port, you're
because of
Seth Form has moved to Las
You
Vegas
guys
because of
entertaining porn videos to watch.
law and trying to like
Random ads, basically.
bullshit.
yeah.
Fair.
See, that's what I've heard is a lot of porn actors are really against that law because of.
Well, it's pretty shitty. It's basically somebody coming in saying, "Hey, you guys aren't adults. We're gonna think for you.
Right.
We're gonna tell you how it's safe." When we're in an industry, there hasn't been an onset HIV transaction in 10 years.
Wow.
We get tested.
Wow.
We get tested twice a month.
If you really do want to mute me,
Just a
I'm
show of
gonna
hands.
get
When was the last time
over
anybody
my
here
camera
got a CD
video
test?
stream and interact.
I don't see a lot of hands.
So a while ago.
It's just we're very responsible. And, I think the image that the industry, mainstream, and a lot of people paint on us is really negative.
Right.
And it's like we're a group of people. And we found this community, and we have a job that we love doing.
Yeah.
The reason why you keep seeing the same people doing it is because we like our job.
You guys like
We're
doing it.
responsible.
Right.
And we're good at it.
Well,
And
Claire
that's
and
the thing, too.
Claire and I visited the set not all that long ago.
It was amazing.
It was. Like I had no idea what
Yeah.
to expect.
So we were on the set of Dr. Horn. You
Yes.
So we watched
That was we were on
Dr. Horn.
Wait,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
With our friend April.
Our friend
April
April.
Liam.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
And this, you guys, this set was fantastic. Like the TARDIS, they had the TARDIS control room set, and they were all fans.
It was Diamond.
Skin Diamond, the hardcore fan.
She was
best
Martha.
Martha. I can't even. She was like better than any cosplayer I've ever
She
seen.
was better than the actual Martha.
Yeah. No.
That's what she
Aw, poor Martha.
I was with April Neal in the Godfather parody, also directed by Sam Hain.
Oh shoot, that was
And April was also in Star Trek TNG parody.
She is. She's in Buffy.
And Buffy.
And Buffy.
And Game of Thrones.
Oh, but
She had the
she was
long
a white
dildo.
She was a White Walker, wasn't she?
She had the long dildo.
That was fantastic.
I mean, if you want, the difference between like indie and porn, it's like porn, you basically have 2 to 3 days to shoot like a 40, 60 page script with sex scenes. So we're usually working like 20 to plus hours. Independent films, you get like 2 weeks and like, oh, we can shoot these 2 scenes today and call it a day. But because of pirating and Pornhub and shit like that, our budgets in a lot of the industry has been totally cut in half. And it's like, our industry's struggling and, don't pirate. Don't pirate movies, don't pirate. Pay for your porn.
Pay for your porn.
It's just like,
They work hard for you guys.
yeah, really hard. Really, really hard. It's really hard. It's a really hard job. You don't understand.
Throbbingly hard.
Like, if your hands don't work at some jobs, you don't go to work. And like, but if my whole body can work, and if this doesn't work, I don't work. So
You guys wouldn't
it's a
download
tough
porn,
job,
so.
and the people that do it, they really give their all, and it's. I think people really look down on it, and I think it's sad.
That's
and,
bullshit, by the
and
way.
it is bullshit.
That's
I want to
terrible.
see Tom Cruise step up and get a boner and bang in front of 20 people.
It's amazing what he
Anyone
gets to
who
do.
wants to take that challenge. I don't think it's good, but this is a job.
I think anyone who has ever tried to take a
It's a
thing that they
Pepsi
love
challenge.
and
You get a
turn it into
Pepsi,
a career.
you can do it.
What was that, Claire?
I think anyone who's ever tried to take a thing that they love doing and turn it into a career knows how hard it is.
Yeah.
I think, I could have sex for money, but you probably couldn't. So.
What was the thing? What's his name? James Franco was saying in the interview. They hate us because they.
Oh, they ate us. They ate us because they ate us. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
exactly it.
That's
So,
true.
Everybody watches porn. Let's admit it. It's a
Well,
great-
yeah, exactly. And this is one of the reasons we have the show is to dispel this fucking ridiculous taboo about it. We all fucking watch it, right? So.
And what you're starting here, and I honestly I hope it takes off and becomes like a main thing. But like, if you could get a bunch of strangers in a room and like break down this barrier of like this is uncomfortable. No, it's fucking fine and it's normal and we're all fucking happy.
Exactly.
We're watching porn and we're drinking liquor and we're making friends. What more do you want? Like, get the fuck out of your house, get away from your computers and be social. This is a bar. Give them money. Like, be fucking happy. Really.
We're all gonna look at dicks together, guys. Except you're not gonna actually see the dicks.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how they're sensible.
No, There will probably be some dick this evening, so don't be disappointed. If
There
we
will be
have-
at least like the lips of dick.
No, there'll be some face.
It's so what? It's dick.
It's
It's dick. It's part of your. It's part of your skin. It's a deformed finger. So what?
It's a backwards vestigial tail. There you go.
The tail in the front.
It's a tail in the front. Shall we? Oh yeah, sorry guys. This is what happens.
Just a quick reminder to those of you in the tiny chat: do not turn on your camera, or you will be banned.
You will be
just a reminder.
And they want to show us their dick, and we don't want to see it.
We don't want to see your dick.
But don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, shall we?
Let's do it.
This week for the last few days now.
Well, keep an eye on him. Be careful.
Looks so good.
Let's go. Can you send in Arlene?
I haven't. He looks familiar, but I can't say.
She's got a short
You want to see?
Just a second.
It's his daughter, guys. Shut up.
If it's his stepdaughter, and if they say that before anything can happen, it's fine.
Oh shit! All right.
It's
Hold
a
on. All right, we're
stepdaughter.
gonna do this. I don't think I'm gonna do this. All right. Okay.
She's gonna say, "Oh God, I'm glad you adopted me."
Oh no! Hold on. She has to pull up her whole like. You guys really want to
Wear her best.
I mean, she's got to have her. Let him have
She
All right.
makes clothes for a living. Checking his belt.
All right, guys. You have to
Fine.
check measuring his instinct. All right, guys. You're gonna have to get ready because there's shit. Keep guys close your eyes or something.
Hey, we need to rock it.
All right, we got
the wrong line.
Move the screen to the other side. Oh!
You want double screens. So just move it out to your computer.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Show it.
Do this.
Okay, pull it over.
Okay. All right.
Okay, now fast forward.
Oh shit! Oh, that's
We might
amazing.
hear some noises, but we're not going to hear that.
That's so good.
It's not that we guys want to show you the porn.
Awesome. Oh no! It's a beautiful close-up.
Why don't you just for GoPro? Oh, she's enjoying herself.
They should use GoPro. Yeah, they should use GoPros in porn. No, they absolutely should not.
You want to
You don't want to get that close. That's not how I was like. Okay, back to slide.
All right.
Hold on.
Back to Mulder and Scully.
What happened?
Okay,
All right, so
The FBI director gives really, really good cunnilingus.
he gives you briefs. He briefs.
Or maybe he debriefs. Yeah.
Debriefs.
Yes, and foul.
So we're in Los Angeles right now.
Palm trees.
It's like Rock Low
Thanks, Scully. This is Agent Morgan.
and Zach Braff.
He looks like Zach Braff.
Yeah, he does.
So I'm looking to help us out.
Yes, Zach Braff
We've
lives.
been having help us out. Looks like we had a hell of a time too. This is the sixth murder in 2 weeks.
Oh no.
Did they all have this picture carved in their torsos?
Ew.
There's
Some
some
damn good special effects.
supposed to be satanic injury.
Jesus, Mulder, who would do this?
Not a Satanist. And that's not the movie that you found. Get the sheet.
Oh.
We found this stuff down his throat, all the way down into his intestines.
Oh.
This just keeps on getting more and more interesting.
What is it?
Looks like somebody's been practicing sex magic. Let's show this show anything we try on.
Magic.
Switches.
It takes some getting used to.
She's so hot. She
Kimberly Kane is amazing. I
Have
want to
you?
throw it out there. Look her up. I played the Thor parody.
What? Wait, the Thor?
Oh my gosh.
You were Loki?
I was Loki.
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry. I totally brain farted.
You were
I was Thomas.
Yeah! Claire with the sex puns for the win tonight.
Emily Clay played the fucking character with the, she had the leaves on her ear and a red dress.
Oh, it's
Sick. Yes, I had sex with Sick.
That's pretty awesome.
That's what I did.
Can you watch this next week? Yeah,
Oh, we've gotta watch.
you want to just come over to my house?
Yeah.
Don't touch my arm.
If there's anything I want more than for Iron Man to take me by force, it's for me to pull Thor's hair.
By the way, this is
Brandon
a
knows
conversation that we've
before.
had before. We've definitely talked about Iron Man taking us by force.
It's the sexiest thing.
I don't know if we want pizza and pork.
I think it was when we were at Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's the appropriate place to talk about that.
Exactly.
How loud were you talking?
Loudly enough that I'm pretty sure
Parents
Captain America
cover-
does. Yeah, parents have to cover their kids' ears.
Chloe called Thor her sexy daddy.
Oh no! Did I?
Yes.
You weren't even drunk at that
Oh,
point.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's sad.
That's okay.
Did I really?
And you then put it on Instagram.
This was prior to the
All right. I don't, look, I can't take responsibility for everything that I do on Instagram. I don't. Sexy dad. Oh God, I'm so creepy. Okay, let's move on.
Been bothering you?
Is this sepia filter right now?
That's not true.
Valencia.
Valencia. Hefe.
It's a nice filter.
That's just that's our job. Okay. What do you think the pictograms are?
How are they not fucking right now? They're both so
It's known as
attractive.
a universal
They're
hexagram.
fuck
It's called
all right.
universal because it can be drawn in one continuous motion instead of overlaying two triangles. It's an ancient symbol found throughout the world in many cultures. It's known as a Hellenic universal hexagram. It's designed by Aleister Crowley. The wickedest man in the world.
Oh my God, you love the sideburns in the action.
Places five rows in the center, 5 plus 6
I
equals
love
11
sideburns.
under divine union.
Almost as much as I
Now,
love
the
Iron
other pictogram is part of his chest. Go to the bit. It's known as a Baphomet. It's another symbol of divine union.
Oh, my sexy daddy.
He is bouldering so hard right now.
I know he is.
Yeah.
Anthony Rizzo is really good at it.
Is it called smolder?
Smolder. Students of fellow. How do you feel about the stacks of silver on the addresses of John?
Anthony Rosado played Peter Griffin in the Family Guy parody.
We've seen the Simpsons one. We haven't gotten the Family Guy yet.
There's also Bob's Burgers one.
Oh
He
yeah.
played Bob's Burgers.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Yes, there's.
Oh my God, this looks like every hotel room they've ever stayed in.
This looks like every episode of The X-Files. Yeah.
So far, I'm not seeing the difference.
No.
Okay, we're at 31. Just so we're clear, we got about 2 more minutes
Hey,
before
Scully.
some people take their clothes off. Yeah.
Hey, Scully.
Is this a solo?
I only see that one in Edward Penis hands. Like that's the only time I've really seen Zilla.
Yeah, you're gonna get some VHS.
Hey, Scully. Want to get pizza?
Pizza, do you mean my cock?
Sausage pizza?
I have one slice. I hope it fits in your mouth. Don't fold it and don't bite.
It's a white pizza.
He's really nervous, really apprehensive about this pizza man.
I really hope it's Haley on the other side.
How far are we in? Okay, alright, we're alright. Oh, he's creeping.
That's rude.
Oh, is she in the shower?
Today!
If you saw that, it's time for a Tommy's pistol.
Oh, who wants to go do a shot?
Guys, get a shot!
Today!
Pizza. I can't see if you want pizza.
And
But I can see already. I'm
she's got a
sorry.
towel on.
Good night, Scully.
He's so awkward and adorable. I just want to squish his face.
I am.
You know, and Ashley just tweeted saying he looks like Andy Samberg.
He does. I'm gonna explain what's going on right now because I'm gonna have to pause about 3 seconds. Okay, wait. Wait, hold on.
There's just
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to explain something.
I
I think
we're good.
this is amazing because in order to
Wait,
insert another sex scene, what they did was have her watch porn. It's that meta. We are watching porn in a porn. That's what this sex scene is.
We're watching porn.
No, she's watching.
Scully's watching porn.
Scully's, I think Scully's watching.
I'm pretty sure.
Can we find out who's watching it?
All right, guys, get ready. Whoever it cuts to. Oh,
Obviously, Mulder watching porn.
I got it. Okay. You guys have seen enough. It's enough. I know.
She looks like Katy Perry.
Yeah, she doesn't like.
Oh, she's sexy. Okay, so
okay.
Oh, Mulder?
She's fingering
Wait, did
her.
Mulder
There's some
know?
anal play.
There's some licking. Wait.
That is all happening really fast.
So fast. She's suddenly having.
Why is he getting up?
Hold on.
Wait, when did Mulder put his shirt on?
Oh, hold up. Hold up. Was that Mulder wearing red panties?
No.
Okay. Does anybody get the reference of Mulder wearing red panties?
No. Is that like a super obscure?
Red Shoe Diaries. Thank you. I'm old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are missing some sweet 69 right now.
They're enjoying themselves.
Oh God.
Oh my God, is she kissing him?
No.
It's a 69.
Oh, it's her neck.
No.
Okay, I see
You
it.
guys are really missing out right now. Alright.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Alright, guys.
My favorite part is the X-Files soundtrack never stops. You know, all the sex is happening.
Alright, here you go.
Mulder's falling asleep.
So he's falling asleep watching.
He's smacked.
Yeah,
He's culminated.
He is.
we're in Pasadena now. We're gonna be keeping
Those
track.
sheets are soiled.
Hotel.
Or his sock. Whatever was in reach.
Or the curtains. I mean, it's his hotel room, realistically.
Maybe the
Who
lampshade.
fucking cares, right?
So who's this guy's coming?
Andrew Parsons, born, raised, still residing in Pasadena.
Parsons.
Yeah, why does that name mean anything to you?
It says Pasadena.
Maybe.
I mean, I called it. Yes, devil.
Well, boss.
Yes. Are you Andrew Parsons? Yes.
I really wanted to watch that.
This is comparable to the Mark Wahlberg performance in The Happening.
Okay. That is Ralph Long. I know Ralph Long. He's what? His name is Ralph Long. That guy is Ralph Long. He's probably one of the most like forward guys that would just be like, "Fuck you, you're a bitch." He's a really good guy.
He's like, where's the pussy?
Yeah, he's like, bitch, show me tits, whatever.
Wait.
So actually, Mark Wahlberg is here.
Mark Wahlberg. Ralph Long is a spitting image of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I want
That's
to
what I'm
challenge
saying.
everyone. If Mulder, and I haven't seen this yet, if Mulder pulls out his badge and he's wearing red underwear in a position similar to this, everyone has to go take a shot.
I'm gonna guess that you're probably gonna be sorely disappointed.
That's fine, but if anyone else who gets that meta reference because it's a Red Shoe Diaries,
Just take a shot. I feel like just take a shot. Fuck,
take a shot.
I think we all should just sit like that.
You should actually. It's Simpson episode.
Oh, I feel so left out.
Do you not watch Simpsons?
No, Chloe, she was left out of
Like you guys. I'm gonna flash everyone. They're gonna see enough to take it.
It's like a regular pizza and porn.
What's that?
It's like a regular pizza and porn.
I guess that's true. Yeah. I guess that's true. That's true. All right, let's keep going. Ralph Long, let's see what you gotta say.
Fox Mulder,
This is Agent Dana Scully.
Michael Ian Black.
Of course.
No, he didn't have to show his badge.
Do not
Totally against the law.
drink
Yeah,
anything
that's
he gives you.
May I offer you guys a drink?
Oh, shit! Did you hear that? I got psychic!
I offer you guys a drink.
You are going to end up in his rape factory in the basement.
Alright. You go
That's a
ahead.
heavy rain reference.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
a real
I'm pretty sure you can't offer drinks to FBI agents on duty.
I know. They're not FBI.
Put in a porno.
They're fucking sexy.
These are female body inspectors. Please don't buy that shirt.
Oh, what, this is not the way you see yourself something in a few years?
If anything happens. No, please sit down.
She's wearing a cross necklace. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah. Canon. I bought one from
So how may I be of
Claire's for my
service to
silly
you?
cosplay.
We're investigating a string of murders that have occurred over the last few weeks. All the victims have pictograms of Baphomets carved in their torsos.
We've also found phlegmic hexagrams nearby, painted in the victim's blood. So you assume it was me?
Not necessarily you, but maybe somebody you know. You are the head of a phlegmic order, and are participating that your group congregates here at your home.
If we do recognize it,
Doesn't he?
we stopped
Oh,
meeting
yeah.
about 2 years ago. And now we
He's
have
not a
both been
suspicious.
apart.
What?
We both might be welcome to come. No thanks. We'd just like you to answer a few questions for us, please. Ask away.
Is there anyone in your group that you would consider dangerous?
No, Thelma is a peaceful way of life. It may not look it to you, but it is.
Somebody candles for the daytime.
Have you ever
Oh
practiced
my god, the
ritual
constipation
sex
is
magic?
terrible.
Of course.
Poopy, Claire. Poopy.
It's preppy.
Totally
Last
crappy.
week,
What did the ritual entail?
I'd be more than happy to show you. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Ooh, it's not happy
For now.
about this.
He's gonna show her the ritual.
Thank you for your time. Let me show you around.
Mulder's poos.
I love that they put so much effort into the acting of these. I love that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and I wouldn't plan on taking a vacation anytime soon if I were you. Might look bad. I have no reason to run from you, Agent Mulder. The rest of my day consists of going to the bookstore, and at night, visiting clothes.
Oh, there's like his lips.
Half smile.
Larry is chest hair.
Yeah, he is.
So what do you think?
He's hiding something. Let's start surveillance.
That was ADR. Did you notice that? That was definitely some ADR.
So tell me about the pendant.
Oh my god, they're eating takeout.
They're eating
Okay.
Chinese food, guys.
Long story short, in Jewish oral tradition, Eve was not the first wife of Adam. His first wife was a woman by the name of Lilith, whom God created to be Adam's equal. When she refused to have sex with him in the missionary position, he
No,
got
this
mad.
is true, you
She-
guys. This is a real biblical story.
That's what it is.
Yes, you were
That would happen in the show.
Yeah, it's romance.
God then sent 3 angels to bring her back. Sent away, sense annoyance, and
Are
anger.
those chopsticks gonna end up somewhere?
That's exactly what my thought process was.
She preferred instead to become a demon and cause sickness in infants and ruination in men. She became a succubus, preying on men sexually. Want some more rice? However, she switched.
Question, how do we feel about Succubus as the monster for X-Files? Do we feel like that might be a little cliche?
Well, here's the thing, the monster isn't the succubus, it's someone who's trying to summon the succubus. It's like.
By sucking.
Candy Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not mystical.
Well, we don't know, I don't really know what's going on.
I know. I'm just disappointed it's not alien and that's mystical.
It really, I feel like the sex aliens are gonna happen.
I want to.
Did
Are
they
they?
do two?
Yeah, some probing.
Did they do two?
Is there
Is
a sequel?
I don't know if there is. There's 2 final ones.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes.
There is a sequel.
Who is our porn expert over here?
Mr. Koga?
Yeah.
Are you here?
No, I was on set for the second one, so there was a second one.
What was the storyline in the second
Spoiler.
Anal.
No, they do the mythology with the aliens and the cloning and stuff.
Oh, shit. there's
You should definitely watch it.
Are there twins? Are there
No.
twins?
You should watch it though.
We'll still watch it. We'll still watch it. We've seen 2 Star Trek parodies, so we saw the original series and the next generation.
Little FYI for everybody here, Jeff wrote the parody for Buffy the Vampire.
That's right.
Awesome.
We actually met
This
Zach on
guy.
the set of Dr. Horror as well. Yeah.
Hand jobs in the bathroom. This guy. I mean, give him a hand.
The Buffy parody was great. That was great.
Next one.
What a
I think that was the first pizza and
Sorry,
porn that I ever saw. Was
Are
the
you
Buffy.
serious?
Yeah, that was my first one.
Aww.
Which one?
The Buffy one.
Buffy, yeah.
Yeah, Buffy was my first pizza and porn. So thank you, sir. Tip of the hat. Tip, lady.
Good lady. Good lady. All right.
Tipping intensifies.
If you ever saw the names of the 3 angels that were sent to retrieve her,
Just the tip.
written on either a pendant or amulet, whoever wore it, she'd have no power over it. Andrew, or a pendant.
Sorry.
I think she's
But
gonna have
their name
sex
is
with
written
him, so we'll
here.
stop talking about conspiracy theories.
So what do you think?
That's a way to stop. That's a way to shut up, Olin.
I'm not sure just yet.
They were looking at nothing.
Look.
Let's go take a
Probably
look.
did that tape 4 times.
We can't just break into the man's house. Without a court order, nothing we find is admissible as evidence in a crime.
Party pooper.
Duh, classic Scully.
So they're breaking into that guy's house again. The one that offered him a drink.
Once
Apparently
again, see how spooky you
poison.
Nice silhouette.
Oh, he's so spooky. Spooky shit's gonna happen.
He's not home. We should have sex on this table.
Oh, they're holding the flashlights correctly. Yeah, you got overhand the flashlight. All that's missing is them squatting on the ground and pointing things.
Sam Hain, who wrote it, directed this, he's a hardcore fan. Like, they didn't want to like do fans wrong. They really put a lot into it. It's definitely very good parody.
This is when Sam busts down the door. He's
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good reference. Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
It's a bedroom.
Let's be real
Look, they're
bad.
vampires. There's something on it.
Once again, switch it to basement.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. How dare you? I know. Sorry. Like.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's a door.
You guys, are you like on the edge of your seats right now?
I actually am.
I am too,
If
yeah.
I was home alone masturbating, what's gonna happen? I can't see anything. I'm in the basement. Why?
This is Guys, this is the most storied at once I think I've ever seen in a porn.
Look at her face though.
That doesn't count. It's just fun. Well, also it's anti-aging things, right?
Probably took it down the drawer.
Their flashlights are not on. It's so.
We're leaving.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Mother, We're leaving.
Just hold on.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's go.
You just got the good stuff. Listen, she can deal with aliens, but when it comes to questioning gods,
Yeah, so.
and dick, right? Yeah. Oh, close enough.
Evan Stone.
Guys, everybody definitely has to take a shot right now. That's the rule. Oh, he looks so good.
He does though.
Yeah. Can I say my favorite role of Evan Stone's was when
Which one?
he was
You have
playing the Jamaican chick.
Oh,
yeah.
and Pee-wee?
He was in the porn store. Yeah,
He
yeah.
played like 5 characters.
He was, he was like Jim Carrey in that movie. It was unreal. Okay, anyway, so let's go back.
Wild and crazy.
All girls move that way.
That man has huge balls. I'm not joking. They hang very low. I kind of fuck up the shot sometimes.
Okay, all right.
Oh. Show us.
Sorry.
We all
Don't tempt me. I'm on 2-siders, so I'm tempted.
Everyone believes
Do you guys really want to see his balls? Is that like I shouldn't have asked. Oh fuck.
Raise your hand if you want to see it, right?
They came here to see smut.
Alright, Tyler, what you have to do is go cover the camera on that, because definitely cannot have Evan
Wait,
Stone.
is that what's blocking us?
Yes.
I would do this the whole time. I'm sorry, but fuck you. They're here. Let's make them happy.
Oh god. Alright. Oh god!
We got caught! Everybody at home, we have caught. Wait, where did she come from?
Alright, hold on.
Wait, but Chloe, I'm covering it, right?
Okay, alright. This is a lot of work here.
Wait.
Alright, I'm gonna take a road.
You need more cards for his eye.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna take a risk and I'm just gonna click some random time. This is a 360.
No.
Oh, wait. Where'd she come from?
There's other stuff going on.
Wait, should I keep this covered? What's happening?
There's too much pressure. It's too much pressure.
Where did the dog come from? The force. Was that anal? Was it anal?
No. Generally, I haven't seen a lot of anal in the porn girls. I think it's pretty vanilla, I've noticed, right? And you guys
No, go watch
anal.
Evil Head.
Evil Head? Okay.
I played Ash in the Evil Dead game. Evil Head.
We haven't seen that one yet. We want to see that.
There's a lot of anal in it. And I promise you, it's really fucking hard to have sex with your hand taken out. Like you got
Oh wait, hold on, guys.
It's a difficult job.
I want you guys to see Evan Stone's face. So ladies, can I get you with the cards again? Because this is hysterical. Get right in the middle of the screen. I'm gonna need a lot here. Alright, are you guys ready?
Well, you're gonna drag it over.
Yeah, so prepare yourselves.
I'm standing in front of the screen.
Gird your loins.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh, it's so good. Okay, all right, I'm taking it back. Some of my favorite sex.
He actually played Mork in the Robin Williams in the Mork and Mindy period. I played Fonzie.
Is it called Mork and Mindy?
No, it's Mork and Mindy.
It shouldn't have called Mork and Mindy.
It should have been.
Someone please hire me to make up the names of porn parodies.
I think they've been framing out his balls quite a bit in this, because I'm really looking for him.
They have.
There's 2 ladies on 1 piece. 2
Oh,
wow.
okay, Evan Stone has a sex move called a parachute, where he like could cover your suffocate you with his balls. And in the Karate Kid parody, I played Daniel, and he was Mr. Miyagi. And he almost parachuted.
Oh my god.
It's kind of
They're like-
scary. It's disgusting.
They're like animals. They're like
There's-
animals.
There's two gophers.
Alright.
Chloe, get a shot.
Alright, guys. Alright, I found a good shot of the balls.
Okay, we've got to cover up the camera.
You guys, it's actually okay. It's actually,
Just take a screenshot.
it's fine. It's
Look
fine.
at his ball.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, okay.
See, you can sort of see his balls.
There
They're like,
they
there you
are.
go. There you go. Are you guys happy?
Wait.
Are you fucking happy, guys? Are you happy now?
I don't have a laser pointer.
Alright, okay. Alright.
All right, are we back?
Yeah, alright.
Chloe, pull it over.
I'm trying to. I don't know.
Pull out.
Alright, so at this point, we've hit the midway mark. Don't worry. Oh boy. So we're gonna take a little bit of an intermission. Go get some drinks. Go get some honey pots. Go get some shots, and we will be back within. Give us like 5 minutes. We'll
Yeah,
take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We're taking a little bit of a break here.
Oh my god.
Thank you. You're fucking awesome.
Anytime you want to.
Are you out here?
By the way, guys, if you're on Twitter, tweet.
Gotta make sure
Tweet
they
on
watch
Twitter.
Taxi Driver.
Hashtag pizza porn. Tweet.
There's gotta be like a week where they
Do some Twittering.
Taxi Driver, Evil Head.
Yeah.
Like, all your
Yeah. Fuck you, it sucks.
Ashley Trump, where are you? Where's Ashley? There you are. Your phone's autocorrect is the funniest thing. It autocorrects. Sex files to existential crisis. Oh my god.
I posted a photo.
I retweeted it.
I thought we put up the camera though. We didn't see anything. No. They had the side horse they're covering. Okay. I got it. If we go on the camera, we can take risks.
But we're texting now.
Makes sense.
But yeah, it's still the ball. Yeah. I don't think it's not showing. Yeah, it's not like that's
Oh, you're honey pot.
Look at that. Yeah, we watched Vampire Lucky Vampire.
I have to go get my cousin.
I should not sit on this. It's very unstable. You're not my real dad. Pretty sure. What's happening? Hey guys. Hey Tiny Chat. Sorry about the dicks from earlier. Yeah, we weren't really paying attention and people were being dicks, so sorry. How are you guys doing? We're gonna play Would You Rather later, so come up with questions to ask us.
We really do care about you guys. We just can't pay attention to both at the same time.
No.
We actually, the reason that we block the screen is not because we don't want you to see it, it's because we don't want to get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, 3 strikes and you're out.
So, sorry guys. Please don't be salty. Can you guys let me just check and make sure that, yeah, you can see okay.
Yes, we're in here.
Yeah. Hey guys!
How are you all doing? Sorry, the chat, it's
got some
4
laggage.
minutes delay.
Yeah, it's got some
here.
serious laggage. But we came to see how you guys were doing, hanging out in the chit chat.
Hanging out. We did not read your depressed.
We read some of it.
Okay, we read some of it. Sorry there. I hope you guys can hear okay. The sound.
I don't know how many strikes we're at.
Have we gotten any
strikes?
strikes?
We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, so that's the only reason that we block the screen for you guys.
Yeah, we don't want any.
Why are you guys so salty though? We brought you here.
Well, this is our first Pizza and Porn Live, so we'll learn for the next one. And we'll do better. Maybe we'll have someone who's like moderating the chat and talking to the chat the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't realize that somebody was on the chat. It's really hard for us to pay attention to both things. So we're just trying to manage.
Just the way we're set up.
We've never done it before, so we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but next time we'll bring like an iPad or something, and then we'll like have chat moderation and
pretty good.
Things like that.
No, you're good. We're chatting with the chat.
So it'll be fine.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We're hoping to do more live shows in the future.
We're trying to do one a month, I think.
Yeah, so your feedback is super helpful for that.
Yeah. Whatever you feel they've had to ban it.
The other problem with trying to moderate the chat is because this is our webcam, and so if someone was sitting here doing that, we would block the.
We tried to have a separate camera that was streaming instead of using the computer to stream, but it ended up not working. So technical difficulties, guys. We just didn't really know before we got here.
Next time it'll be better.
You guys want to keep the show going?
We did try the honey pot, and it was really good, right?
Super good, really good.
It was super tasty.
Yeah. Chloe's honey pot is delicious. True story.
Chloe's honey pot is tasty.
We're just checking on the chat.
Hi guys,
our homies. The homies. And the homies.
A traveling show. That would be amazing someday.
Is this doing okay? Is everybody here? It's doing all right. Yeah, I think they're doing okay. Ashley Graham's in here. Yeah.
Sorry about the scary masturbating guy.
We banned him as soon as we saw him.
Yeah.
Jessa's here? The Jessa is here. What?
Yeah, the Jessa is
somewhere in here.
Second couch.
Yeah, second
couch.
Holy crap! Oh my god! That's crazy. I love the Jessa. All right, I'm gonna have to go over there and give him a big hug.
They're all working crazy like no.
This is so cool. I think we should keep going on the show.
I don't have 7 evil X's. I only have 1.
All right, guys, we're gonna continue the show. We'll try. We'll make sure that there are more dicks, but this time
I've been
to both of you.
I have been keeping one eye on the screen, so one eye I've been keeping on the screen, and I'll try to look out for you guys. All right, we're gonna get back to the show, guys.
Let's do this. Why don't we do a quick giveaway? We'll do a quick giveaway. We're gonna finish this porn up there's also part of the industry as well. Nikki, I believe you were a cinematographer,
I'm a pornographer.
A penographer?
A pornographer.
Oh, no.
That's how we met.
Wait, what? How?
Do you want to know how we met?
Yes.
Tell the tale.
Tommy and I met on a gangbang set. Actually, we met on a gangbang set over and over and over again. So, I was shooting for Hardcore Gangbangs at Kink.com, and he was very craftily flirting with me. By the way, okay, so you know how like porn is framed? So the male porn star you see from about here, right? You got and then the butt's cut off because you got to get man ass out of it. That's like that's like the plight of porn is man ass for sure. Which I think is bullshit because I want to see man ass, but that's it's happening for now. It's happening. You got about this. So outside of that, Tommy got to do horrendous things at me to try and make me fuck up the shot.
That's adorable.
So it was just endless like jokes at me to try to make me fuck up the shot. I think the most memorable one, we were doing this gangbang where it was like the nurse and all the insane asylum patients like took her down and gangbanged her. Right. Wow. So it's actually really hard to get a girl on a hospital bed and like 5 dicks in her body.
Jesus Christ.
No, the physics of it is real. Okay, it's problematic. Yeah. So we had this new guy trying to fuck the girl in the ass in a DP, and Tommy wasn't really involved, so we like ran around. And mind you, at this point he was wearing a hospital gown and the nurse's 50s pillbox hat, like an asshole to try to make me ruin the shot. So he's wearing this, and he like runs around behind it, and he starts to brace the dude that's trying to fuck the girl in the ass.
You're helping her out.
No, we all did this. We all did it. I held a lot of feet. You wouldn't even know. So,
like helping them.
So okay, so he's holding the guy who's fucking the girl in the ass, and he turns to me and goes, and I'm like, like not talking to me, but just whispering. And he looks at me and whispers, he goes, teamwork. At which point I ruined the shot, and then very closely after that we went on a date.
That's a really cute. That's a very cute origin story. I quite like that.
Do you want to hear about the first date?
The first date, I would love to hear about the first date.
Okay, so our first date, we went out to the Kink Armory. Kink has a bar across the street called the Armory Bar. And
Armory Club.
Armory Club.
Where is my
And that's in San Francisco, if anybody's from it. So, Nikki is definitely a heavier drinker than I am. I cannot,
You mean better?
a better drinker. I cannot hang with her. So throughout the night, we're drinking, and I'm keeping up with her, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
It's not keeping up, it's trying.
I'm trying to keep up. So it just reached the point.
Bad idea.
I was like, we're looking, we're talking, and I'm looking at her. I was like, I'm gonna go throw up in the bathroom. She's like, all right, fine, go. And she's like, I'll be right here. I was like, thank you. And I went in the bathroom and I vomited and I came back out. I was like, I'm better. She's like, cool. Do you want to keep drinking? I was like, not really. Okay, so she finished my drinks and she's like, all right, let's go. And we went. And,
And it was
later,
good.
and yeah.
Aww.
We're still together.
That's a pretty hardcore first date.
Yeah, literally.
Hey.
I'm gonna go vomit, and I said, that sounds best.
Well, you have to keep going, right? That's how it works. I have no idea.
Since then, I just finished half this drink while he's not looking. It's better for everyone.
That's
Are we?
I have a giveaway. No, I have a special giveaway.
You have a special
I have
giveaway.
a special giveaway. It has some significance, Chloe.
What is it?
It's a porn with.
Oh, it's our buddy Ron Jeremy.
We love Ron.
I don't know. Do you guys know my Ron Jeremy story?
Yes.
Know who Ron Jeremy is?
You on the mouth.
There's a
There's that
story.
guy.
But you have to tell the story. It is about the
Well, that's about the
journey. So it's actually about the journey.
Okay,
But I know where
I
you're
want
going.
to hear the story.
You posted it on Twitter, so I don't know what you're mad.
Whatever, bowhead. Okay, so for Christmas, Meredith and I decided to celebrate by going to the hostel Christmas party. Thank you, Sam. It was amazing. It was so cool. Everybody was so classy.
I know.
It was like the classiest bar mitzvah.
It was the Beverly Hills Hotel.
It was.
Which is super
It was
posh.
gorgeous. Yeah.
It's gorgeous, and everyone is dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
What party were you at?
The Muslim Christmas party.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. You don't remember?
We apparently slum it, so that was classic for us.
It was delightful. I had a blast. So we made some friends while we were there. And at one point, I see Ron Jeremy, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's Ron Jeremy!" And so we kind of start dancing. We're dancing, and we kind of start dancing closer. I just it's Ron Jeremy, right? And at one point, he notices me, and he pokes. I'm pretty sure he thinks that I was a performer.
Yes.
And he poked me, and somebody goes, "Hey, you!" I totally recognized you. And so I was like, "Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess Ron Jeremy thinks that we work together." So.
Hey, I don't know you, but I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna think I know you.
You look pretty enough to have been forced by Ron Jeremy. And so happy to.
It was a compliment. I was like, that's good.
I think he thought you were someone he has legitimately worked with.
I think he did. And so later on in the night, we kind of like, Meredith and I are hanging out, and then see this guy kind of like dancing over, right? And it's like, oh, it's Ron again. Hey, Ron. He comes up and he goes up to her friend Brittany, kisses her on the mouth. I'm like, oh wow. Okay, so I guess they know each other.
They have that established relationship.
I guess so. So then he comes over and he's like, let me see your nose. And I was like, all right. Show him my nose. He goes like this. Here, let's do it. Here, over here.
Okay.
So he comes. You're about 3 feet taller than me, is Ron Jeremy. So present your nose. He goes. That was my experience. That was my first experience with Ron Jeremy. Merry Christmas to me.
So smooth.
Yeah, it was very, very smooth.
He got it good. So in honor of the Hustler Christmas party, we are going to give away Nina Loves Ron, a romance. Here's the thing.
This would be Nina Hartley and Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
They
no.
are twist around drinking champagne. So how should we give this out? What are we going to do?
Dance contest.
Dance contest?
Yeah. A dance contest.
All right, let's do a dance contest and we'll get back to the board, all right? Who wants Nina Loves Ron? Nobody's going to admit to this. No one's going to come up and start dancing. You know what?
Okay, wait, no. We need 2 volunteers.
I'm going to be queen upon somebody. I'm just going to give it to somebody randomly.
Chloe's just going to pick you.
But you have to make them dance, Chloe. You have to make them
She'll do it.
You have to
She's
twerk.
ready. She's putting her cap on her ring. She's
Are
gonna do it.
you, will you dance?
Come here. Come here. Come to me. Come to me. There it is. Yes. Who wants to dance against this beautiful girl?
Here.
Winning.
Ready?
Oh.
All right, here you go. You have Nina Loves Ron. Christmas present from Hustler to you. All right, guys. So let's get back to this.
Oh, do we need to have screens ready? Or
I'm preparing.
Okay.
By the way, we're about 10 minutes into the second portion of this because there's 10 minutes of hardcore sex.
Oh. Okay, a little info for people that might not know. When you shoot a sex scene in a movie, you have the choice between performers to either do the sex stills before the scene.
Are they called pretty girl pictures? Is that what they're called?
No, pretty girls is separate. That gets done while they're doing acting somewhere else, and they take them somewhere and they have a setup.
Wait, can you explain?
Yes. So when they do, basically when they do sex stills, it can either be before the sex. They have the option. They could do it before the pop, before they have to come. They could come in and do the pictures and everything, and it's your choice, and it depends on the performer, and basically, or they could do the acting. They could do the sex stills, do the acting, then just roll into sex. Those are the options they have. And usually for male performers, they, depending on when they did the stills or anything, they're probably keeping an erection for like 2 to 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Are you supposed to be a
Yeah,
doctor?
wow. No, I mean, it's part of like, it's one of these things, like, can you do the job
Do you
or you can't?
have to pop the pills for that ever? Like you're.
I would say, what athlete doesn't take some kind of supplement? You know, you're gonna look at football players and it's like, are you naturally that big and strong and, 300 pounds can run like a 4-minute mile? Really? No, it's a supplement.
Well,
It's
let's be
something-
clear. It's like what athlete isn't that way without protein powder?
There you go.
Not everybody shooting up their dick.
Did you have to train yourself up for this job, or?
I think within the 10 years that I've been performing, 10 plus years, I think I've become more aware of my body than I've ever been before in this, and dealing with like premature ejaculation. You know, it's just you learn your body and you learn things that are gonna happen, and like whether it's like if you feel you're getting sick, like I'm very aware of things and I'm very aware of the body. And I think being a performer, you get so much practice and you get to learn that stuff. And not like having sex as your job, like you don't. If like you have a bad day or you come quick, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, I think it's a thing you have to learn to do. It's not like these guys aren't just like born into like being having sex for 4 hours. No, it's something you learn to do and you learn about your body.
So it's not unskilled labor.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
It's true. Being good at sex is actually something that you have to learn, right?
Yeah, and chances are you're having sex outside. You're having sex in this kind of weather, whether it's cold.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're having sex in the heat, in the desert. You're having sex on a car, in a car.
mine shaft. You did a mine shaft once.
We had sex in a mine shaft.
Wait,
box
really?
with a box.
In a box with eggs.
Well, you green eggs and ham up your ass. You gotta do it.
All right. So, how many people generally do you have to do to perform with in a week? Like, what's your average?
I could go. Average. I work probably 3 to 6 times a week.
3 to 6 times a week.
3
Wow.
to 6 times a week. You know,
That's
you're in
a lot
set
of
for like 3 to 4 hours, and usually you're having sex like 2 of those hours. So it's a muscle. It's a conditioning thing. You learn to do it. And no matter what you take or anything, you say supplements, Viagra, shooting up, whatever, if you're not mentally there, you will not work. It is a mind thing. It's a total mind thing. And for male performers, like why you see the same guys is because they've been run through the ringer and they've done it long enough and they know their bodies well enough and they're confident enough.
And do you still enjoy your job?
I love my job. I love my job because, one, I love doing it. I'm around good people. I'm around positive people. And it's something I do well. I like it. And I still get to, like, have a life. Right. I get to be happy. I'm a dad. I have kids. Like, you know, I get to still have a life. And I've done the 9 to 5 and everything. And it's like, oh, I could do that, or I could like do something I'm good at that I've earned respect and made a career of and be happy with. So I chose that, you know, and it's a job no matter what. Like anytime you see someone somebody hired them to do this job. It's not like, hey, you off the street, blah blah blah. No, they had to earn their rights and to get in and basically do it. Like at the AVN Awards. Basically, everybody's in Vegas at that time. That's like the porn industry. That's like everybody that you've seen forever, or it's just those are the people that have been keeping this going. So,
well, do you have any other sort of passions that you have outside of your job?
I love knitting.
You?
No, I do not love knitting. No. Sorry, one guy.
He likes to crochet.
No. I mean, my little backstory is I did sketch comedy for 11 years.
That's right. I knew that. I was doing more research.
Sketch comedy in New York for 11 years with a group called Cheese Theater. And I did stunt work, and I've done martial arts, and I poured amateur and I was in bands and everything.
What kind of martial arts?
Thai boxing. I trained under Phil Nurse. Which is great.
So you're very good. You're good with your body.
Good with my hands.
You're
Good with my
center.
body. Yeah. No, and I mean, being I've done sketch comedy and I was always into writing, I like doing anything that is involved with entertainment. That was my goal. I was like, I always come back to this. I can have whatever job, but I always found a way to do something that I love doing. And definitely doing porn has been great. I made a career. I live off it. I make money off it. It's great. It's my job, but you know, I still write. I did an independent feature in 2012 called "To Gruesome Death of Tommy Pistol," and that was a movie I wrote.
No, we have a copy of this for you.
Really? Do you?
Where the fuck is my bag? Hold on.
Find your purse.
We had to break
And it was white.
It's dark up here.
It is very dark up here.
No, it was my first indie feature, and I wrote, directed, and starred in it. It took me 4 years to make. I made the movie for $7,000,
Holy shit.
but at the same time, like, I got in festivals, I won awards, and I fucking did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's just like, find what you love doing and do it. And if you're happy with it, fuck anybody else that's so different. Really.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
At the end of the day, it's about
Porn, like literally fuck that.
literally, you have to fuck it. No, I mean, this whole like, oh, you do that, that's bad. Well, look, I've done that. Oh, now I have respect. Bullshit.
I know,
Do
it's-
what you fucking love, and like your friends will be there.
Who gives a shit? You know?
That's pretty much it.
And it's honestly like, it sounds creepy. I have so much fun watching you when you're in, like, your eye is always drawn to you because you always seem like you're having so much fun when you're doing it. You're like really in character. You just make it. You make it so much fun.
I cannot lie. I love what I do. I make the best of it.
That's
It's a
awesome.
great job, and I'm just very happy. And I think it shows off. It shows that I respect the job and I respect it, and I'm very happy for it. Yes, please.
Normally they ask the female performers, you said you have children, do they know? What you do?
Being of their age, they're too young, so it's not like they're scanning the internet for that. But when it comes to that point, I will have that talk to them because sex isn't wrong. Sex is normal. It's the most normal thing we do. We all do it. It's like Hollywood wants to like ban the picture for Sin City because they show a shadow of her underboob. But she's holding a gun. She has a gun. She killed somebody. But we're okay with that. We're like, sex and underboob in our bodies, like everybody freaks the fuck out. Why? I'm
Who
not gonna
fucking knows, honestly?
Yeah.
We all have bodies, you
And the
know?
worst thing you can do, the worst thing you can do is lie to your children.
Absolutely.
They're gonna hate you later. Just be honest. When they're old enough, we will have that talk. Am I gonna be like, this is what daddy does? You wanna watch? No, that's creepy. I'm gonna be honest and be like, this is what I do. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Hopefully at that point when you have that conversation with your kids, I mean, I hope someday this taboo is going to be completely.
It's 2015. We should have hoverboards. We do have hoverboards. That's correct. So it's just like I think little things like this, what you're doing, is really great because it's breaking down this wall of like, oh, we're so like worried about this, and it's like,
From our
why?
family to you.
Why are we
That
worried?
means so much to me.
It means a lot, honestly, that
Yeah,
the fact
really.
you're doing this, and now you're welcoming people, inviting them to do it is like, you're really setting a point of like, hey, this is okay. Hey, we're all normal and we like this. Why are we hiding it? There's no reason to.
Absolutely.
It's the fucking media.
I was raised by Rocky Horror, so, you know, that's sort of what I learned is like, you know, why are we hiding all of this stuff? We should be embracing our sexuality, you know, it's all about your perspective on this stuff. And so, like, I really admire, like, the work that you guys do, because it's not easy, and it's such bullshit that society has such a weird image of it, you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's really important that we start breaking that barrier, because, you know, it's true, ultimately.
Yeah,
we all
I
have to,
hope 2015 is the year where they're gonna start showing porn in theaters again.
Yeah!
Wait, that fucking, what was that artsy movie that came out? Nymphomaniac. Lars Van Trier, they put that out, and everybody's going nuts, and it's like, Wetlands. I
Oh,
have not
shit.
seen that, but I fucking really want
Wetlands,
to.
that's right, that movie's crazy.
It's
Am I thinking of the same movie? Like, there's some crazy stuff going on in that movie, right? It's almost like a drug trip, am I wrong? Right, Wetlands, it's very strange, yeah, it's strange. I'm gonna have to watch it full, like, I've only seen little clips and stuff, so, but it sounds very interesting.
I think we need more cinema like that. They used to play porn in movie theaters, and it was fine, and it started getting dirty, but it used to be a thing to go to, like in New York.
Like Paul Rubin.
Yeah, it's like bring it back around, right?
Bring it back
didn't work out
Paul
so well
Rubin.
for him, unfortunately.
It's amazing to me because I was raised by European godparents, and sexuality is extremely open in France and other parts of Europe. And the idea that America is so repressed, and like in this day and age, it's, you know, Chloe's heard me say this line many times on PNP, is that I'm like, we love sex, we embrace sex, so why are we so ashamed of sex? And that's like one of the reasons I agreed to do the show, is that like despite my professional background that coworkers would like have frowned on me for what I do, I'm like, why? Because I have no shame in what I'm doing, so why are you ashamed?
Yeah, and it's so strange to me, you know, you hear people say things like, well, people watch porn before they get the wrong idea of what sex is. But that's not where they get the wrong idea from. They're getting the wrong idea from shitty movies like 50 Shades of Grey, where things are just so terrible. And it's like, that's not, like, what you see in movies is not what sex is. And that's what most people are seeing.
That's okay, I will put forward that I think a lot of the things that happen in porn sex are not things that happen in real sex. For instance, in a porno, you can just put your dick in a girl's ass. Just put it right in.
Yeah,
there's not how it There's a whole process before that. But I think the issue isn't with pornography at all. Pornography is not wrong. It's not doing anything wrong. The problem is that nobody talks about it. So what I try to say as a pornographer in terms of like contesting that idea is imagine a world where everybody watched action movies on the sly and nobody ever told their kids that you can't go around acting like Rambo or Batman. It would be motherfucking mayhem. But not because those characters shouldn't exist, but because the delineation between fantasy and reality isn't being made. So I think the problem is that we're not discussing it. The problem is that we aren't enjoying our fantasies publicly. We're not talking about this is fantasy space, this is reality space, and making that real. So I don't think there's anything wrong with what porn is doing about like, oh, you can't just do that, or you can't just do this, and we're just ruining sex. No, at least you won't fucking talk to your kids about it. You won't fucking talk with your community about it. That's your issue. It's not porn's fault.
Absolutely.
The reason you don't know what you can't do in sex is because people who have had sex are not telling you.
Like people who are having sex keep trying and they keep trying. You're like, honey, that's not how it
Well,
works.
for me, I
don't
grew
know
up-
what you saw on the internet, but that's not how.
Like, as a teenager and a kid, I was terrified of sex because I was taught by my parents that, like, this is a thing you only do when you're married, and you only do it because you want to have kids. Like, I had a Catholic family, so, you know. And they were like, you only do this when you are married, you only do it when you want to have kids. And I was like, it's taught that it was going to hurt. I taught that it was going to be unpleasant and terrifying and painful and bloody and like all of these things, and I was terrified for the longest time of having sex. I was so afraid of it. And when I actually did it, I was like, oh wait, this isn't bad.
This is why you gotta go find some role play chat rooms real quick.
This is teenage me who had no idea.
Oh, it's teenage me.
Because my mom never had to talk with me. Like, we sat down and said, here's what happens. Like, here's what you're gonna do. It was a total mystery, and I was terrified.
My mom told me in the drive-thru of an Arby's.
My mom sat me down, she's like, so you're going on the sex thing, right? I was like, yep, we're good. She's like, all right.
The internet education.
I was internet education.
I didn't have internet growing up. I didn't have internet in my house until I went to college.
Oh, no, that's awful.
I don't know if it still is, but I found out when I was like 9 that Jessica.com.
Oh, no. I feel like
I actually found out the hard way what
same
WhiteHouse.com was. WhiteHouse.gov is the White House. WhiteHouse.com is the porn site.
But have you guys ever been to lemonparty.com?
Yes. Everyone with internet access has been to Lemon Party.
So when I was 12, we used to go to the computer lab because not everyone had you all remember the search engine Hotbot, but a popular thing to do when you were a kid on accident was to go to hotbox.com.
Oh.
At school, and then you'd be like, oh
that-
no, teacher, I accidentally misspelled it. There's all of this bad stuff. Do you want to tell me what it is? And your teacher would be like,
Wait, Hotbox, like, it was porn.
yeah, Hotbox is porn.
Because I hear Hotbox and I think of hot
jumping.
Yeah. Oh no! I'm definitely not thinking of that. No, you get smoking weed in the fucking car, farting under the covers. Same thing.
No, it's not.
Very different. They both make the right head, but yeah. Real smells. All right, we totally have to get back to the porn. I have one question before we start this again, and don't worry, we will get through this. Did anybody watch thehunt.net? Did anybody go to the Hunt, or was that just me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, I don't know. Okay, the Hunt was something that came. I think it was like early 2000s or something. That's where I learned about porn.
Yes.
That's interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's one more slice of pizza left. If anybody wants it. Or is it good? Are we good? Are we gone on the pizza? One slice left. You guys have to punch each other for it. All right. Combat. Hand to hand. All right. Yeah, so by the way, just so you know, we just skipped the sex scene. I don't know what the fuck happened in it, but it's probably not that important to the story. So let's keep going. It was two girls had sex. No, we. Oh, wow. Oh, there was a threesome. It was Evan Stone. Yeah, Evan Stone had sex with a girl and another girl. Okay.
And now they're dead.
And that's what you missed on your week. She's smiling over the body. Two women.
This side, okay?
This reminds me of a threesome I had.
I guess they're not gonna have much use for them anymore anyway.
Mulder, out with it. What's going on?
Out with it, Mulder.
So, I think we're dealing with something more than we originally thought.
How so?
I think it's more than just a cult murder or sacrifice to Lilith. I think the murderer is Lilith herself. That's right.
The concubine of Satan.
Think what?
First wife of Adam.
Yes, ma'am. Look at the nature of all the killings. All performed after a sexual escapade. The Baphomet card in every victim's torso. A representation of Lilith. A hexagram. Another symbol of her unity to Lucifer. We found all the same pictograms painted in Barson's basement. Plus a painting of Lilith. Not to mention the fact that Barson's wears a pendant around his neck to protect himself from her.
Okay. So, it's obviously Dina.
Yeah, it sounds crazy though. Like, that's what's
His
crazy.
grandfather was a student of
Like,
Alexander
it's
Clown.
obviously.
Who conjured up demons.
You do realize
It's like
supernatural prosecute Satan's career.
It's funny, what do you suggest we do?
You have to perform an autopsy on these bodies. Why don't you go back to Mr. Barson's and see what he was up to last night?
Okay, we'll do. Call me if you find anything weird with the bodies.
Are we gonna have a sexy autopsy?
What qualifies?
Oh no!
A hot-topsy?
Is it called? Is it necromancy?
Guys, I was right.
All right, hold on. I'm waiting for the. I don't know what.
Evan dead.
Oh, it's Evan. Yeah.
I love her in the hair.
Okay, we're good until 16:50.
No, really, I always have it. This is the sexiest type I've ever seen. Yeah.
There's only about 15 minutes left in the report, guys. There's an hour, but there's only 15 minutes of story left.
Production value of this is completely
It's fantastic.
Blackpink lost. A clear sign of someone's mind.
Oh, Lilith always wears black fingernail polish.
One of her acrylics just popped right off.
It's probably just something from the room. But God, at 180 degrees.
She stole those glasses off Santa Claus costume. She kind of makes him want Mrs. Claus right now. What? Ice cream cone.
I was wondering if I could ask you a few more questions.
Of course. Oh shit, guys. Don't drink, you idiot!
Oh my god, it's so hot. I'm gonna take my pants off. Wow, you totally do
I feel this guy would make a good Zachary Quinto.
I missed that, sorry. Zachary Quinto and Michael Ian Black had a love trial.
Is that heroes? That's what I was saying. Heroes porn.
Wait, you did morphine and we passed out.
Oh shit! Oh my god! What a surprise!
You knew! Shocked! It was you!
I actually am shocked.
I just wanted to see not sexual, just
Just every motherfucker.
Wow, this movie changed.
You are delightfully.
It's not it's the Rape Factory. I'm so why is this shirt so 4 sizes too big?
There are many forms of sexuality. You say abracadabra? No, but I'm like, fuck you.
Stay away from me, sick son of a bitch!
Stay away from me, sick son of a bitch! Marky Mark.
Sit down.
Oh yes. Terrible trigger discipline, by the way. I don't know if you guys. I'm sorry, that's a cosplay thing. You're fire. I so always want to say that to somebody.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
How did she get there?
I summoned her. Why? 7 years ago, I began to experience nightmares. She would come to me in my dreams.
I would be accident.
With my sex, at the end, she would torture me and devour my flesh. She told me that this wouldn't stop until I brought her into the real world, which I did. And how'd you do that? My group, a ritual.
Sex magic?
Is anyone having flashbacks to the cock magic episode?
No! This is what happens when you look at yourself for fucking 5 seconds and it happens. Okay. Alright, okay.
That's a poopy.
Alright. Look, I was doing so well. Alright.
Okay.
That was a surprise ring.
Oh shit, this girl's got a wedding ring on. No! No. Oh no, that's a terrible face. Hold on. I want to see if I can get that again. Oh, no. Oh.
Jesus, what's happening?
You want a screenshot on that?
Oh, I don't know.
It's gonna be real hard to cover all that up.
Oh, there we go.
But just Control-Alt-4 and take a screenshot of the part that you want to show us.
I want you guys to know that that orgy scene was about 30 minutes. Because we just got to
There are
almost
a
the
lot
end
of
of this
people
show.
involved.
Yeah. Can we just say good for them?
Yeah, that's impressive.
I'm always impressed with how short PNP nights are. Because there's a lot of porn. So I'm like, wow, this is 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Honestly, like, we probably watch about
Well, you
30
build it
minutes
in
of the actual porn and then just talk for the rest of the time, which is why everything go out or long.
Majority of that movie's budget was that orgy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think you're right. So there's actually, ladies, I'm gonna need you because there's some part of the story where everybody's naked. So. Alright. There we go. So I'm not sure. I think it's like there's like an orgy. I don't know how this happens because I was distracted. A lot of people are having sex. Yeah, sex magic. Magic sex. Yeah. And they're like the Manson girls.
There's some opening.
Someone's having who is the face? What's the face having? Who is that? Oh, it's Lilith. Wait, ugh. Oh,
Is that Lilith?
that's gotta be Lilith. She does not have black fingernail polish though, so. That
She
was
also
Harry.
likes to like inside that guy's dead body.
That was a great joke. Okay.
You guys missed the best joke ever that I made in the bathroom, by the way.
Okay. Because we've only got about 5 minutes left of this board, I'm going to allow this story really quick.
Okay, so when we were on break, Chloe was in the bathroom and I walked in there 2 stalls in the ladies' room and I go into the stall next to her. I was like, haha, I'm peeing next to you. And she was like, oh, no. She was like, but are you stalling? And I was like, yeah, but are you Putin?
Shut up, it's a great joke. It's a great joke. Fuck you guys. Shut up.
Will help you, Stone?
Meat factory. Okay, guys, meat is not made in a factory.
But rape is. Rape all back.
Histories. That was a
Storage, yeah.
I don't know. Smoke of its own factory. You take him and search that side. I'll search this side.
I don't think we should split up.
Don't worry, we'll be all right.
Has he changed clothes at all in this entire
He
span of time?
He owns one time.
Move it. Factory. And really doesn't know how to hold a gun at all.
No.
Not even a
Yeah.
Or a flashlight. Yeah.
He knows how to hold a gun, but it's not that kind.
Yeah. A pistol. Right? Shut up.
I'm like actually invested in this story now.
I still don't know what happened before the orgy. I'm like, after the orgy, I completely lost. I think Lilith has to do with this, right?
Yeah, they were summoning her by fucking.
Actually, yeah. Okay. To be like attacked by gremlins or something completely
flashlights in the dark.
I was just scared of Homer. Sam Hain did a good job with this, by the way. Also, fantastic stage name. Sam Hain.
Okay, she's got a strap on. I mean,
What? Thanks, Jessica. Prepare.
yeah. She's got a
Instead
shirt.
of some nipples are about to make themselves
Let's make themselves known.
known.
doesn't count.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do this.
I'll give you a question you've never dreamed of.
His face.
Do it!
Do it!
You're watching.
Sex magic!
That was good though.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want.
That's some dog shit.
Yeah.
To leave.
Dude, he's been watching porn in a fucking motel. He'll take anything at this point.
It's louder too.
Give me what I want. Did you say mother?
I think so.
Put it on his neck. Now.
Oh, she's just gonna fuck him to death. That's actually what's gonna happen. He is going to get fucked to death.
Death by Shoo Shoo.
Blair Witch Project now.
Right, no, the camera is great. Like, the camera work is great. Yes.
And like in a movie I was in called Valley, and it was very film noir, and it was fucking beautiful. He's very good film. He's actually retired from making dope, and he has been making some pretty amazing documentaries.
Oh, that's nice. So, should we just assume that guy died? Is that what happened?
You got fucked today.
We're back to the
FBI. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking sexy.
Quite a story. Larson's body was never recovered.
No, sir, but there was a pile of ashes in the room.
Okay, he's dead. On
It's been
fire.
a week. Good job.
Thank you, sir. No, sir.
Oh God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I always wanted it, but I've waited for my whole life. I waited for the second movie for this.
You know what? You were upset before we left, and then in Los Angeles he seemed a little bit better, and now that we're back, you're upset again, so tell me what's going on. Our dreams are about to come true.
Nothing wrong, Scully.
Don't run away from me, Mulder.
I'm not running. I'm walking. Calm. Have a good weekend.
No, come back.
That was have sex with his phone.
Oh my God, this is just like this.
That's how I looked yesterday. I was wearing a tank top.
The truth is, you're doing terrible joke. Thanks, Claire.
That joke has been in my head all night.
Okay, good, okay.
I didn't say it because it sucks.
And just,
Shut up, he's back.
Yeah, of course.
She's not wearing a bra, guys. This is totally not wearing a bra. This is looking good. Yeah.
I don't want to say sorry for that I've been treating you lately. I just.
It's okay, Mulder.
Lighting. Holy shit.
I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about the things that are important in my life. When my sister was taken away, someone knew.
Jesus Christ, Mulder.
No one cares about your sister.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Kids are bro.
I don't think
It's just like marketable now. You have to think about your sister at a time like that. No, really.
Hashtag alien abduction.
This is really real. So real. He's so brave.
And at the risk of ruining our friendship and our professional relationship, I have to tell you, I can't hold it inside anymore.
He's pulling the wrong Jeremy.
I love you too.
Joke.
You guys, this is like the best ending to a porn actor. Right?
It's not over yet.
It's so really sweet, like passionate. Yeah.
I wrote this fanfiction all the time.
My heart is actually like going, okay, all right. This is the worst part because this is when I have to fast forward through this right, regular forward. Are you gonna hold it? All right. We're gonna fast forward it.
Sorry, YouTubers. We're going to fast forward through this.
So cover the camera. All right.
Cards down. This is for us. You owe us. That would be the taco right there.
All right, you guys have seen enough. Don't get greedy. You guys have seen enough. Hold up there. I think there's oh, that's got a little tag. Oh boy. There's shit.
Where did he finish? Did he respect her?
I'll tell you what, where he finished, he looks like Scar from the Lion King. That's where he finishes. Yeah. He caressed her face after he came on, so it's too
Took
loud.
out her eye.
Wow, she's gonna give me a finger in her mouth.
She's not nervous. She cares.
Or that's coming her eye. I don't know, but
I think we're okay. Oh no, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think that's just managed. Yeah. A little bit of growth. We're okay. We're okay. Our censor girls are looking at their phones. I'm very concerned right now.
They fell asleep cuddling.
Yeah.
That was
That was that was great, guys. That was so good. I'd say it's like in my top
That was better than like the actual X-Files movie.
Yes. I concur. I absolutely concur. And it was pretty fun to watch them do the stuff at the end.
It was great to watch them do the thing.
It was satisfying. For all of us Mulder Scully shippers, I mean, that was what we always wanted.
You didn't see the thing.
You guys saw lots of things. The YouTubers hate you right now. They didn't see any of the things. So,
the YouTubers get really mad every time they have to cover up the cameras.
Yeah.
They get mad.
Well, you guys, they can buy the porn, right?
Yes,
Go
go
buy the porn. It's actually fantastic.
It's funny that they're getting mad that you're covering when it's like they're online. It's like the simplest. Like, what are they covering?
It's a click away.
They want to see it while we're seeing it. It's
That's the thrill. That's how you learn it.
So I feel like
Leo makes her his Wonder Boy, by the way.
We usually take a couple questions. It's a little bit late, so maybe we'll take a couple questions if anybody has any questions.
Who's got questions?
Does anybody have any questions for Tommy?
We're like Radio Shack. We got answers.
Anybody? Come on, guys.
I
You
can't
can ask
see.
him anybody.
can raise your
Or
phone.
Nikki as well. Nikki, would you be willing to answer some
Any question you have
Any other
for
questions
Tommy
about
Bissell's
working
weird girlfriend? If you
Who's
want to know
got
about that.
Do you have any questions?
Step right up.
He knows everything already.
Nobody
Yes.
has questions?
And there's no such thing as a fluffer, please. That's
That doesn't
Oh, that's a good thing. There's no such thing as a fluffer.
No.
Does not exist.
But you just flutter yourself.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a mutual fluffing.
That's an extra job.
Negotiation. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you need? She's like, no, not really. I was like, can you? All right, fine.
Yeah, it's a very easy conversation. It's even like.
Yeah. Relationships were all like that. I feel like everyone gets along, you know? Yeah.
That's what we're all driving.
Does anybody in the chat have
There's
there's a chat question from Michael?
How'd you go from stand-up comedy to stand-up costume?
That's a perfect way to put it. Okay, so I did sketch comedy for 11 years, like I said. Doug Stackman is a friend, and he was working for Trauma TV.
Yeah.
Somebody know Doug? I heard a laugh.
I do. Me.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
know Doug Stackman?
Yeah.
All right. So, oh yeah. Oh, all right. Doug was doing Trauma TV at the time, and I don't know how we linked up, but we became friends, and we did some sketches on Troma TV with the sketch comedy troupe. And at the time, Doug was promoting Grey Goose, a vodka filter called Grey Kangaroo, and Joanna was hosting parties, and they became friends. They're like, we'll supply the girls, you supply the liquor. So I knew Doug, I would go to the parties, I met Joanna, I was like, oh my God, you know, hot tattooed porn chicks, this is amazing. And I just wanted to know. I wanted to know, I liked watching porn, I enjoyed watching a lot, and I was like, can I do this? Do I have what it takes to do it?
He does.
So Doug introduced me to Joanna, and we had a meeting in a bar similar to this. It was a very awkward meeting because she's like, I never hired a guy before. I don't know what to ask you. And I was like,
Do you have penis?
Yeah.
She doesn't work.
She was like, do you, she specifically said, do you have a barbed wire tattoo? And I said, no. She's like, good. Because if you did, I can't use it. But she just, it was a very...
It's kind of a cliche, right?
It's a douchey thing. So she ended up, it was between me and two other guys, and the two other guys that she was going to use, she knew, but those guys fucked up and did something.
They had barbed wire tattoos.
They both had barbed wire.
She ended up giving me, she ended up saying, okay, I'll use it, we'll do it. But she's like, you gotta shave your body hair. And I was like, oh, that sucks. All right, fine, I'll do it. Yeah, sure, shave my body hair, why not? So the shoot was canceled 3 weeks in a row. And the last day we were going to shoot, we were gonna use this this hotel in Manhattan that had like themed rooms. So I get there really early and I'm just nervous. There was a point I was sitting in a park alone and like old people sat by me and I was like, all right, I'm gonna walk over to the hotel and the old lady just happens to say, hey, like, good luck. And I was just like, that was so weird. I don't know who it was. Was I speaking out loud? Oh my God. So we go to the hotel room and there's flooding and we can't use the hotel room. And Joanna was like, oh, we'll just postpone it. I was like, no! I was like, look. Yeah, I was like, I can't keep shaving my body. It sucks. You have to do
So
this
many
today.
ingrown hairs.
Yes, for someone who does not do it normally, I was like, this is horrible. It's itchy. Please. So I called my friend, and he lived in a loft in Brooklyn. So we went there, and you know, like, oh, the loft is nice, but they're like, oh, check out the roof. It's a great view. There's a bunch of graffiti. Okay, they looked up there, and they're like, yeah, let's do the pretty girls up there. Sure. So they go up, they do the photos, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. What's gonna happen? And they're like, you know what? The roof is really cool. Let's shoot on the roof. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll shoot wherever you want. Fine. So we go to the roof, all right? And there's 3 people up there. We're like, look, we're gonna shoot something. Can you like just be quiet and not interrupt us and stuff? They're like, sure. Go right ahead. We start shooting a scene. It was Joanna's first scene. It was my first scene. It was an anal scene. Oh!
Is this first, was it? The go-to guy for
He's
what?
still the go-to guy for first time anal.
Aww.
He started that way.
That's so cute.
No, if I have a girl that's just like, I haven't done anal before, who do I do it with?
Call this guy. So we're shooting the scene. It's going amazing. We have the lights on us, and we can't see like beyond where we're shooting. But we hear an exit door, a fire door, open, open, open. By the time we were done with the scene, there was like 30 people up on the floor. The people that were started out up there text everybody in the building basically, come to the roof, you're shooting a porn. We finished the scene, We get a round of applause. And 10 years later, I'm still doing it. It was one of those things, like, I didn't know if I could do this. I was wondering, and then I could do it. And then Joanna hired me again. The third movie we did was the parody of Reanimator, Penetrator.
Banned from the internet for all the blood.
It was banned. It was banned.
No, really?
It was banned from the internet because we had fire extinguishers full of blood, and when she comes,
How did the internet ban? How did the
they
internet
had to
decide to
get
ban that?
their- who was running their site said you can't show this, there's sex and blood.
Wow.
There's rules to that.
There are.
The movie actually became extremely famous. It's in a documentary for H.P. Lovecraft about.
Are you
like,
serious?
Yeah, saying that we did that. We did live performances of it. We did a
Holy
stage tour.
shit.
We played Chicago and New York
Wow.
on Halloween.
Oh my god.
So that was the
So
third
you're
thing
a
I ever
cult
did with them.
star.
Yeah, in the movie, that movie we made for $300. Doug did the special effects. We shot it in Philadelphia. We drank beer all night, shot it. It was ridiculous. And it became this like little cult classic, and it won an award for most outrageous sex scene that year.
Wow.
Wow.
This sort of strikes me as like making a web series, but naked. Kind of like
Well, it's insane. Like for me, the things that have happened and like how they've all like worked out and all these like little parts that I get to play, like Pee Wee Herman and Austin Powers and Ash, all these little things. Like this is insane. Like I love acting. Of course, I want to keep doing it, but the fact that I get to step in these like roles that I would never get to play anywhere else, and I get to portray this character a little bit, I fucking love it. I love my job. It's great.
That's awesome. So we have 2 questions from the chat. The first one is for Tommy, and the second one's for us. Per Face for Radio asks, he wants to know about how long is the typical porn script and how does it compare to non-porn script? And a corollary to that question is he's interested in knowing a little about choreography or any scripting on the actual sex scenes.
I've been curious about that as well. Like
Sex scenes. Like the choreography.
Like
sex scenes.
how choreographed is it, like from script to, you know, rehearsal to?
Well, when you get, all right, so you figure if it's a script and it's a feature, the scripts can run anywhere from minimum 15 to 60 pages, depending on how in-depth they want to do. And basically, the actors, they usually get the scripts like 2 weeks before, or maybe a week before, and it's basically read your lines. Barely there's any time to ever do like rehearsals. Everybody, it's like a regular movie. Everybody has a role. There's costumes. There's people that got to get locations. There's people that got to do craft services and all that.
our friends actually do a lot of the costumes for porn. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the same thing. And you don't get a lot of rehearsals. It's kind of like read the script and watch the parodies if you're doing that, you know, or they try to give you a big enough description so you get the idea. And then basically when you come to set, what you bring that day is what you're doing. Like the acting, whatever you think you got down, that's what they're gonna do. There's no like, let's meet up, let's rehearse. There's no time for that.
So in terms of the sex, is it like?
The sex is one thing. For males, open up. It's the most uncomfortable thing. It's basically
like cheat out to the
it's
camera,
basically
right?
you're doing yoga for like a half hour. You're doing this, and you got to let the light in. You don't want to cover up. You don't man blanket. It's about the glow. You're doing the most uncomfortable positions for like a half hour or more. It's not easy. It sucks sometimes.
Bright your light.
And now throw in more people. It's about these 2 lights or C light, and it's constantly just hips open. So it's like, is that the best feeling? No, but you learn to find things that you like about it.
You probably have the strongest core in the world too.
Yeah, I started surfing. It's been going pretty well.
So in terms of like, okay, so you get to a scene. Is it like, okay, well we want a blowjob and then we want like this, or is it sort of up to you and the other actress, like what you're doing?
Well, that is kind of Some people are saying, okay, we'll do BJ, then heat her out, and then give me 3-4 positions. And if the talent are experienced and they know what they're doing, they usually let them go because they know they trust them. They're gonna open up to the camera, they're gonna play to the light. It's not gonna be the shit show of like him covering her and stuff like that. So depending on the talent, they know what they're doing, and it's pretty much just go with the flow with it. Sometimes like certain companies, well, we need this, this, and this, and they do give a breakdown. Like Brazzers, their scripts are very.
Sorry, that's like become an internet meme at this point. Yeah.
Their scripts are very detailed, and even the sex is detailed. And they write out what they want them to do and say, and they have pictures and do this and do that. Not everybody does
sex
that.
storyboards.
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, not everyone does that, but their company for their features, they usually do that. You know.
Cool.
So the second question, this Dorkface asks, how different does it feel to do Pizza and Porn live with lots of other people in the room?
I think it's awesome that we have people responding to us and they're joining in and like they have questions and I love it. It's almost super Rocky Horror.
It doesn't feel all that different to me because it's like when we have the chat, I sort of feel like they're all in the room anyway.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. But it's to have like a verbal response is pretty, pretty exciting.
People actually laugh at my jokes, like not just you guys. So that makes me feel good. Like my puns are well received. By the way, have you noticed my shirt?
Yes.
It's fucking great.
Thank you to Molly McIsaac.
You should say it out loud in case you check it.
It says, I make horrible science puns, but only periodically.
So good. I'm actually, speaking of shirts, I'm actually wearing a Pizza and Porn shirt. I'm gonna show
If you guys
guys.
didn't know, we have official Max
merch.
Heron.
Our buddy at Max Heron, MAXHERON.
He designs these shirts. He's got a whole shop where you can buy various pizza and porn themed apparel.
There's tons of them too. And see, you can see we have the cupcakes. And
There's one with my face on it.
There's one with Dragonkins from the Game of Bones.
There's one that glows in the dark.
He kills it. He does like a new one almost every week too.
And
Like,
Max is super awesome because he gave us well, we don't have a physical shirt, but we can give a shirt out that
you made. Oh yeah.
the winner can.
We'll have to do that. We'll have to do that on Twitter. It's like,
we're gonna do that as a big Twitter thing, so our chat people can also join.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and I think
The Ashgram says, I just want to say hi, Tommy.
How are you? Well, it was Ashley that told me that they're
She
talking
hooked
about
us
it.
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
she hooked us up. She made it happen. That was great.
I think that this may be the time. Is it the time for the song?
The song.
Karaoke.
Oh shit.
So if you guys,
So we always do karaoke.
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
It is
Molly
a
and I
tradition.
usually do a duet.
Yeah, but if you guys have any requests, let us know. We can actually pull up karaoke.
Who's got a song request?
Don't say Freebird. I'll turn you out.
Anything but Frozen.
Fuck you.
You guys got that shit stuck in my head.
Yes, good. All right, anything but Frozen. Any requests? Come on. You Fat All right, I'm pulling it up.
We expect all of you to join in as well.
All right, well, let's pull this up. I know what we're gonna do.
Can you put it on the
Oh yeah, don't you worry. I got this, girls. So we're gonna do before we start this. This is the actual video. I don't want that. So let's say our goodbyes before we start this video. Say goodbye to the chat. Thank you, chat.
Hi,
Thank
chat.
you on YouTube for watching our channel.
Sorry we haven't been around.
It's hard to focus on everything.
Thank you guys for being so patient in the chat room. I know you're probably feeling neglected because we're usually paying way more attention to you, but
we love you.
We'll figure it out better next time.
Yeah.
But thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you guys for coming out. This has been so much fun. It could have been so fucking awkward if like 5 people were here. Like, oh, girl, this is weird. But you guys have been great. You've been a great audience, and thank you.
And
if
the bar
you
is
guys,
still open after this.
bar is still open. If you guys want to join in, please do. I mean, have a drink and join us. It's karaoke.
Please.
It's
If you
the
have
new
like
year.
an app on your phone, just kind of hold it up.
It's the new year.
Wave it around.
And for those in the chat, we'll see you guys next week. Let's shall we?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck it. Let's get up. Fuck it. Get up. All right.
Just don't cover
Wait,
it.
here's the audio.
Oh.
Stay alive. I knew no good from that. But I knew life before I left my nursery. The only thing that finished, she was such a naughty nanny. Woman, get that boy out of me. Hey! Hey guys. Oh. So weird. Goes there.
You must have got her a party before she connected before.
3, 2, 1. I've been singing with my band, the water across the land. I sing every blue I can see on the way. But their beauty and their style, never will take me to their dirty places every time. Whoa! Take me away tonight. Oh, I never got lying. That kind of girl, you make the rocket world go round. Come on, girl, you make the rocket world go round. I'm gonna admit something. I don't know if it's the verse as well as I know the chorus. I don't know if you said home. I got sickness in the home. Ain't no beauty in this locality. I tell you, when I look at my pleasure, still got my greatest treasure. What you gonna make of it everything? Now get this! Oh, take me home tonight. Lead me on. From the start of my life. Oh, girls, you make the rocket world go round. They're carrying on the chat. I dare you. Move it. Move it. Yeah. That's all true. And we did last time. Oh. I wasn't there. I saw you were somewhere. Yeah. Yes. What are we talking about? Wait, hold on. Let's do it right here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. That was awesome. You gotta get back. I'm trapped in so many wires. I'm done looking. Thank you guys for in the chat.
Pizza Horn is every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. You can check it out at youtube.com/.